Namaste to all. I got a question, couple of questions I got yesterday. So one of the question is very important. I've been getting this question for quite some time. Sir, I want to learn Vedic pranayam. Can you please teach us how to do Vedic pranayam? So basically, see, we must understand. I think I have told many times in my channel that pranayama and yoga abhyas, Ashtanga Yoga Vidya, is a very, very sukshma vidya. Pranayama, my Acharya always says, Pranayama you must learn personally from the Acharya himself, not from anybody else. And I'm not Acharya, I'm a normal person. I'm just a disciple of my Acharya trying to learn Ved Vidya and trying to follow as much as possible Ved Vidya in my life. So I am not eligible to teach Pranayama. However, the thing is, I got one article from my Acharya's website where my Acharya has explained about one type of pranayama which I will read out to you. And this pranayama I also do every day. Very very beautiful, very very important pranayama for our life. And my Acharya, since he has written in the website, I will try to explain to you, which might help you also. This question has come from a questioner in 2011 from a lady. Pranam Acharya ji, I have a query. How to chant Gayatri mantra by pranayama? And what is the procedure to do daily havan? So that is the question. So my Acharya has explained, my blessings to you, my daughter. It is said in the Shastras that Gayatri Gayatehi Stuti Karmanaha. Gayatri mantra is sung to praise Paramatma. That is why its name is Gayatri. It is a chand. Chand is normally sung. And also Gaya means prana. Jap of Gayatri mantra is also done through pranayama. The aspirant must sit on a suitable asana like Sukhasan, Siddhasan or Padmasan. So this is the procedure. So number one, Gaya 3. Acharya used to say Gaya means prana and 3 means tarjana. By pranayama, using Gayatri mantra chanting, and by pranayama, tarjana means going towards moksha. That is called as, that is the use of Gayatri pranayama. So very very important. And my Acharya has mentioned that sit in Sukhasan like I'm sitting here. I'm sitting in now Siddhasan. You can sit in Siddhasan or Padmasan or Sukhasan as much as suits to you. And my Acharya says you sit on a suitable asana. And also uh, we should sit on comfortable asana and breathe in through our nostrils till our stomach with and fill our stomach with air and hold the breath till we comfortably do so. So take air through nostrils, fill your stomach in the sense your lungs is filled and then your stomach is full. You are unable to take further air, so that point of time you must stop, my Acharya has mentioned, and then hold your breath till you can comfortably do so. And in that position, you must recite Gayatri Mantra within your mind, bearing its meaning. So after you breathe in, you're holding it here, holding the breath, and then focusing, concentrating on the Gayatri Mantra. You must chant Gayatri Mantra in the mind, means mentally, like Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yo Nah Prachodhayat. So this must be chanted mentally inside the mind, bearing its meaning, which means that you must also have expertise in doing Gayatri Mantra job. Thereby, because you are holding the breath, you are chanting Gayatri Mantra and you are chanting Gayatri Mantra with the meaning. It's a very big activity. But when you do everyday practice of Gayatri Mantra job, you will definitely remember the meaning when you chant the mantra. So you must hold it and then chant the meaning. So my Acharya is writing further. Once you can no longer hold your breath, that means you are unable to hold your breath, you must slowly exhale completely through your nostrils and stop the breath. So After chanting Gayatri mantra, you are unable to hold. Maybe half the Gayatri mantra only you can hold. Initially you will have that wo tadapna hota hai. Then after that you slowly breathe out, exhale out, and fully exhale the air outside. And my acharya has written, the breath should be while repeat, through your nostrils, and stop the breath outside. So similarly, like you filled your stomach and you empty your stomach, empty your lungs, completely empty your lungs and hold the breath outside. And when you are holding the breath outside, acharya has written, Gayatri mantra along with its meaning must be repeated inside your heart when you are holding the air outside. And then the breath should be stopped comfortably. And when you are uncomfortable, that means aapko, you're having tadapna feeling, you're not able to hold it. Then when the breath can no longer be held from inhaling, then again inhale it and repeat, and inhale it slowly. You inhale and hold it and chant the Gayatri mantra with its meaning until such time you can hold it, and then slowly exhale out, and then hold it, then chant Gayatri mantra until such time you are unable to hold the breath. You must chant, and then immediately you must inhale. This process must be repeated minimum three times initially. That's what my acharya always says. Just three times. One inhalation and one exhalation is one cycle. So 1, 2, 3 times chant Gayatri mantra with the meaning. This is the Gayatri pranayama. So my acharya always also has written, to attain three means to cross over, that is to attain salvation. That is to attain salvation by doing the jap of Gayatri mantra through the said process of pranayama. That is why our ancestral Rishi Munis have praised the said process of doing jap of Gayatri mantra through pranayama as the best. So this is one of the Vedic pranayama which I can tell you. Other than this, there are a couple of other pranayamas also. There is the Stambha Vritti pranayama. There is another, I forgot the name, another type of pranayama which is say Dokuni pranayama. So these are all pranayama which you must learn personally from Acharya. I cannot teach in the, because I am not an Acharya, and it will not help. So please start Gayatri pranayama every day with Shraddha Bhavana. You must do this. And when you do this with Shraddha Bhavana, definitely you will see very, very improving results. Number one, I will tell you, my experience is you will get very, very beautiful deep sleep. You will not get dreams. And also, you will be able to feel energetic throughout the day, throughout the night. You will be, because morning you are doing, evening you are doing, morning you are doing, evening you are doing, you will feel energetic also. Your sleep cycle will improve. This is the benefit of this pranayama. Of course, this is not a medicine for sleep disorder, but when you are having everything in control, then pranayama will definitely help you to improve your lifestyle for sure. And also, my acharya has written, this will help you three tarjana, salvation. To attain salvation, this pranayama will help. Because see, Gayatri mantra is not a, just chant the mantra. Gayatri mantra bhavana is very important. We are talking to Paramatma, we are telling to Paramatma his greatness, and we are telling to Paramatma, we are doing upasana, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhimahi धारण करना, परमात्मा के गुणों को धारण करना. That is Gayatri's importance. Paramatma bharga hai, Shuddha Swarup, and if we are doing Ashuddha karma, then Gayatri mantra will not work. So Gayatri mantra is a medicine to turn around our life also. So Gayatri mantra must be carefully studied. Gayatri mantra must be carefully practiced in life. Gayatri mantra must be carefully chanted, and then pranayama and the chanting will work in our life. So this is the first question. One more question. I got a very nasty comment in one of my previous videos which I made around 5 years back about the caste. There is no caste system in Vedas. I have explained the Purusha Sukta mantra, Brahmano Asya Mukamaset. So will you marry your daughter to a Dalit? That guy has written, if no, shut up. Don't give flowery lectures to justify Varnashrama. Marry your daughter to a chamar or mahar or bhangi. So people take this, videos, they try to link it to your personal life. Good, it's okay. See, we must understand it's not like varnashrama does not, I'm not, the intention of making videos is not to say that, I am ready to marry my daughter to any XYZ or any culprit. No. Marriage, my acharya always has mentioned, marriage is done based on the qualities. Whether it is a chamar means, I think, I think he's the guy who is stitching the shoes. I think, I'm not too sure, but anyways, that people who are doing low class jobs, he's thinking that they are shudras. So if you want to justify varnashram, you marry your daughter to such a person. See, if my daughter is educated person, daughter has completed education, working in a now she is not at working, she is educated, she is getting educated, and she is like trying to learn Vedas, she is trying to improve her quality of life, then equivalent match has to be seen. For a just because, we say that you're I'm marrying my daughter to a chamar, why will I do it, why will I do that murkta ka kam? Because marriage, the match must be perfect. Most important thing in marriage is husband and wife must have equivalent qualities. If husband is very high, like a Ved Vidwan, and the wife is unpad Vyakti, the wife will never be able to understand the husband, and vice versa also. The same thing happened in the Kalidasa story, right? The lady is highly educated, and Kalidas, before he became Kalidas, he was a Murk Vyakti. So that marriage will not work. And varnashrama should not be like, when I speak about varnashrama, I mean that, see, of course, if a person is a chamar, that means he is not educated. He has not done any hard work in his life. He knows only one thing and he is doing stitching of. I'm not saying it is bad, but he has not tried to improve his quality of life. And definitely no father will marry his daughter to such a person, right? But if the daughter is also equal in quality, like example, my daughter is uneducated, my daughter has not done anything, she's not doing purusharthi, she is alsi, and she is also of that worth only, then the match can happen. Please understand that. And always, we don't need to justify varnashrama by marrying our daughter to somebody else and to prove that, varnashrama does not exist. Varnashrama is made by Paramatma. Today Varnashrama does not exist. This chamar and mahar and bhangi, etc., these are all man-made caste system. Why somebody is a chamar? Why he did not study. Maybe the opportunity for him to study was not given by the political system there. But if we I know my acharyas, I see my acharyas disciples, very very poor people 40 years back. Now they are all Ved Vidwans. They have studied Vedas under my Acharya. They are doing Keti Badi only, but they have improved their lifestyle. They have got Viveka. They have got understanding on how to, deal business. They have learnt it from Acharya. So those people have improved their life. They were not staying at their point of time. Because of their own interest, they improved their lifestyle. So the person is a chamar or I don't know bhangi. What is bhangi? Maybe a person who is eating bhang. So naturally nobody will like to give his daughter to such a person, right? And also Manu Bhagavan says very clearly, if you are unable to marry your daughter to a right match, it is better that she is unmarried and living in your house throughout her life. Let her become brahmacharini, because she is unable to. And don't force your daughter to get married because you want to get rid of your responsibilities. Don't be selfish there. This we must understand. So varnashrama, we must understand varnashrama, the decision of varna happens at the age of 24 plus. When the child goes into Gurukul, after the education is over, then the Acharya and the local politician, which is also a Ved Vidwan, the Raja is supposed to be a Ved Vidwan, or the assembly, or there used to be like a process of making Varna. And in that Varna, there is no partiality. It's all based on neutrality because Acharya is sitting. And the ruler of the local state or the nation is a Ved Vidwan. Then Varna system will work. Today, caste system only can work because we are all Murk Vyakti. We are all bound by this man-made system. So caste system only will work. Today Varna will not work because there is no Ved Vidwans available. Nobody goes to Gurukul. Nobody has got Ved Vidwan as Acharya, and no ruler, no counselor, no minister, no MLA, no MP, no president is a Ved Vidwan. So Varna system cannot work. And if they are Ved Vidwans and they start going back to Gurukul education, then Varna system will work very wonderfully. Varnashrama system is created by Paramatma, and there is no second thought about it that it will work very wonderfully. Please understand that. So the only request is, you don't need to be attacking in an attacking mode. Maybe the person who has written this comment is hit by this caste problems. Maybe that is why he is angry. But he is hit by the caste problems and he is unable to get out of it. He wants to push that onto me. Is a selfish thing. Is a kind of like a rude, uneducated behavior. That's what I can say. Okay, and one more question is Sai Baba. How miracles are happening when somebody is praying Sai Baba, they are getting okay, their disease are getting cured, they are getting rich, all the problems are going away. So why it is happening? Sai Baba controversy. I don't. My Acharya has very clearly mentioned in the website also. Many people have asked this question: was Sai Baba a yogi or not? Sai Baba is not a yogi. You can read Sai Sa Charitra if you want. I have not read it, but I have seen the gist of that book through Rahul Arya. He made a very beautiful video to explain the book from top to bottom. I think around 1 hour video or something like that. You can search in YouTube Rahul Arya and Sai Baba video. So you can understand that Sai Baba was a meat eater and he was a very poor person and he was not showing any kind of power and all, etc. He was a normal person, and somebody after his death, due to business or want to make professional business out of him, they made a tomb around him and made a big mandir, etc. And the business is going on. And we cannot say that Sai Baba people, when they go to Sai Baba, all the disease will vanish, then you will get rich, etc., etc. Those things cannot happen. Sansar works with the principle of karma. If something is happening to somebody, like person was mentioning that my grandmother had some problem and then she got cured due to Sai Baba prayer. Maybe she got cured to something else, but we link it to because we prayed Sai Baba, it happens. The same superstition also exists in the Vedic path. People, they say that I came to Vedic path and then something happened, so because of Vedas only this happened, so Vedas are the truth. Don't come into that. In Vedas there is no shortcuts. You are doing a karma, you will get your result. But Paramatma says one thing very clearly. Paramatma says, when you start working on the avidya, when avidya gets destroyed, slowly, the karma gets, your karma fal also will get better. But we must work on root avidya only. We should not get into shortcuts and superstitions. This is what I can say about Sai Baba's thing. But if, of course, people have believe that Sai Baba is the only thing and then he does miracles and I will go ahead. So, I mean, it is nobody's, even Paramatma does not stop you from your way of worship. Paramatma says, Karam karne mein tum swatantra ho और फल देने में मैं स्वतंत्र हूं, मैं परतंत्र नहीं हूं, और फल भोगने में तुम परतंत्र हो. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फिलॉसफी. कोई भी कर्म कर सकते हो, स्वतंत्र कर्ता सेस पनिनी महाभाष्य. स्वतंत्र कर्ता स्वतंत्र है. परमात्मा सेस इन यजुर्वेदा 7th chapter, you are free to do anything, but फल भोगने में तो परतंत्र है, you are not स्वतंत्र. And also one more question is, if all the people, this question I have already answered, if all the people start following Vedas and if all the people strictly follow the Vedic path, they will attain moksha. Then this world cannot exist because everybody is in moksha. Why God will create this universe? See, the same question was asked to Shankaracharya by one of his disciples. My Acharya used to tell this, that Guruji, Shankaracharya ji ko, Adi Shankaracharya ji ko, his disciple is asking, if everybody attains moksha, then what happens? So Shankaracharya answers very beautifully. He says, why are you living in imagination? talk that which makes sense. Don't talk nonsense. Why? Because everybody cannot attain moksha at the same point of time. We are seeing the differences visibly in this world, not only now, even in the Vedic era, when Sri Krishna was there, Sri Vyasamuni was there, you can see the vast differences of the people, like Duryodhana side and the Pandava side and Kaurava side, right? So all people cannot start following Vedas at the same point of time. Even if they follow Vedas at the same point of time, their sanskars are very different. Like, I am following my acharya for the last 20 years. A person who has come to my acharya for the last 2 years is more spiritually advanced than me. I have seen such people. Why? Because his sanskars are like that. My sanskar is like that. Even after doing worship and sadhana for 20 years, I'm still in the backstage. But I can see some people who have come to my acharya in the last 2 3 years, and they are far ahead in sadhana, because of their sanskars, because of their purusharat, because of their vidya and avidya. So everybody cannot attain moksha at the same point of time. Please understand, this can never happen. And this world will continue. And even if all the human beings attains moksha, then the plants and animals and insects, there are trillions to the power of trillions to the power of trillions jivatmas in the animal yoni, in the bacteria yoni. All these yonis will come to human beings, and the world will further continue to go on and on and on. So what we must focus is on our moksha. What we must focus on our moksha, and the other people, like जिस कर्म को करने से हमारा समाधि लगेगी और दूसरों का, हमारे जो प्रिय भाई बंधु है, उनके समाधि लगेगी, उसमें we must focus. That you go towards samadhi and also take your known people towards samadhi. You cannot take the whole world towards samadhi. You can try, but it will not never happen. So that we must understand. So focus on our own growth rather than focusing on this entire. So what will happen if this happen? No, don't be in imagination. This is what I can say. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om Om Om.